Knock, you back on camera, dude. After being still framed for the last...
just stare at mine.
I think that was good. We had Nick on with you still
framed. That's my glam shot.
Yeah.
Right?
That was Knocker still frame looking at Ashley missed August for the last half hour. He just didn't move. That wasn't still frame. Knocker really was just in that. But yeah, he was just completely.
I went catatonic on that.
Exactly.
Can you spell catatonic?
Catanoic. Catatonic.
Damn, dude, you can be up with those little
quicker than I would have came up with.
Seriously. I thought it started with a K.
$4,000 a year.
My God.
I thought it was a CH, but pronounced like with the K sound, right?
There's a silent M in there somewhere.
Yeah,
I'm
there's a
telling
silent
you.
M in there, I think.
Wow.
Knock. All right, back you guys. Make sure you
silent M. Jesus.
So you guys
Christ.
download the show. Again, we love you guys all, and we want you to spread the word and continue to grow this podcast. Make sure you guys just search sports. If you're going to tell a friend, you say, hey, just search Sportscast on iHeartRadio or iTunes.
Seriously, tell a friend.
And
man.
just subscribe to it and just listen to one show.
Don't
if they don't like us, then okay.
Right. Don't
But
keep it a
just give
secret.
us the chance.
Right. Don't keep it a secret.
Especially with football coming up. You guys like, hey, you guys want to know a little bit of fantasy? Because most people aren't just like diehard fans players. Like,
Right.
just give me a little bit so I know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a couple pointers here and there. Give me some of your picks during the show, and just have a good time for 2 hours.
Don't treat us like your mistress.
Yes.
Get
Tell people
us out
about
there.
us. Get us out there.
Right.
So just search Sportscast on all of the downloading devices, SoundCloud, YouTube, Stitcher, iTunes, all of that. You just search Sportscast. It's very easy. We're right there. And go to our website, sportscastlife.com, and enter Knocker, the pigskin pick, because we're going to be pumping that for the next month. It's the funnest part of this show.
It's grown.
It is what has been it's what's us. Everyone looks forward to it.
Right.
Everyone's been hitting me up for the last 2 weeks. When's it going to be out? I need to join. When's it going to be out?
Right.
It's out there. We had the biggest turnout last year, Knocker.
Yeah, over 100 players.
Oh, at
man.
least,
That's
we had
fantastic.
150 something.
Yeah.
Something like that. I'm sure we'll get to the 200s this year. Again, it's free to join. $200 up for grabs. I mean, just for picking football games.
Who's going to give you $200 and no entry fee?
And not to say that our boy Renee, he literally almost beat us by just playing sound effects.
Almost,
all
right?
sound effects. Did not make one legitimate pick all year, and he legitimately beat Knocker last year.
Yeah, all of my guesses, that's what they were guesses.
Yeah.
They were all basically just guesses.
Now, Knocker,
Yeah.
you have some shots poured for us.
Yeah.
And this is not shot of the week time yet.
No, but you know what? I'm going to make this was going to be one of my shots of the week.
Don't take up time.
No. We're very
We have all the time.
Okay,
in the
never
world.
mind.
No, we have all the time in the world, actually. You know what? Because I don't care tonight.
Okay, very quickly.
I don't care.
This is not.
Tomorrow's Friday.
It was going to be one of my shots of the week.
Okay.
But we're going to take a shot for the passing of Ara Parsegian,
Oh, yeah.
the Notre Dame coach who took over a program that had 5 losing seasons, the worst run in Notre Dame history.
68 and 74 they won?
He took over in, I believe, 1964.
And he won in 68 or something?
He won I think 2 national championships.
He won 2, but they're like 4 years apart
Right.
or something like
He
that.
played in probably what is, for years and years it was rated as the top college football game in history, the 10-10 tie with Bubba Smith's Michigan State Spartans at that time. He also gave USC the largest beating of a John McKay team that they ever had. And after that game, John McKay swore he would never, ever lose to Notre Dame at home again, and he never did.
Never did, okay.
And he was also had to suffer the beatdown that the Trojans put on the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. USC was down 24-6 going with 1 minute left in the first half. They scored a touchdown and then dropped 49 freaking points on them in less than 16 minutes to win 55-24, the biggest rout of USC over Notre Dame ever. But class, he fought tragedy. He was a big multiple sclerosis donor. He lost other grandchildren to other diseases.
Shot up to par.
So Ara Parsegian, nothing from a diehard Trojan fan, you were nothing but class. You made the rivalry what it was, and the world is a smaller place now that you are gone. So rest in peace, Ara, and may prayers out to your family. We're going to take a quick shot for that.
He was there in Rudy's first year.
Yes, he was
there in Rudy's first year, then he left, and then Dan Devine came in.
Yes, he was.
So
He's the one that promised Rudy he would get on the field. Absolutely.
On the field. So,
very good, Josh.
I like that.
Look at you. I'm
that pull.
freaking impressed.
As much as I'm we were USC blood,
we're
right?
diehard, but you have to have respect for your opponents.
And that movie, though, is just one of the best sports movies ever
Absolutely.
made, is Rudy. So, Knocker, before you take that, I want to give a shout out, though.
We're not doing a shot of the week.
It's not. This is a shot for you.
Me?
Because college football's fucking here, man.
You know it's
Top
my favorite.
25, dude.
You know it's my favorite.
I'm loving it. I think me and you're gonna go Texas USC this year. I'm gonna get tickets.
Yeah?
So me and you going second game of the year at
Let's
home.
do it.
It's the first time Texas has been back in the Coliseum since they fucking beat us with Vince Young.
Well, no, that was in the Rose Bowl.
I mean the Rose Bowl. That's
Right.
the first time.
Yeah,
though.
I don't think they've ever been
No.
in the Coliseum.
We're gonna fucking
Be
kick
honest
their
with you.
ass. We're gonna
It's
fucking
going to be
kick their
great.
And
This
shot
is
to
a
my
shot
birthday
to
for
kicking
yesterday.
Texas's ass.
Shot to my
Oh
birthday
yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah,
Shot
well,
to
that
your
was a shot
birthday?
of the week coming
Well,
up.
I got some other
Who
ones.
gives a shit?
I got some other ones.
All right, shot.
I just wanted to join the party.
Yeah, here we go. Oh God, what is that again?
Oh, that is really
Oh,
good.
actually, that wasn't bad.
Right?
I've had worse.
Like that really wasn't bad.
It feels good going down.
I think I
That's
made it worse than it
Old
actually
Dog's
is.
Black Label. That was really smooth. I'm sorry, but that
You
was
think
really
O-Dog
good.
gets black label because he's black?
Of course.
Stoner thought.
Ain't nobody
Right.
out there. Right?
Do
Yeah.
black people just buy black label?
Right?
All right, Knock. That's more to come. Coming up after the next break.
Wow.
Knock, let's get into it, man. Top 25 is out. College football literally just 3-4 weeks away. I can smell it.
Oh, my God.
We talked about it earlier. You've got the big bad boys, the prestigious colleges back in the top 10.
Yes, it's a who's who of college
It is,
football.
and there's nobody this year, Knocker, that's just an absolute favorite.
no.
It's wide open, I think.
I think after the top 5,
I was gonna say
it
6.
drops off a
So
little.
I'll even throw Wisconsin. I think they're
Well,
coming back a little
Wisconsin's
bit.
actually a little bit lower. You're going down to 8
Oh,
to,
8,
to
okay.
get to Wisconsin.
Okay, give me top 8 then. I think anybody top 8.
ESPN has come out with their rankings, and so have the coaches. I
Okay.
give a little more credence to the coaches poll. I agree with them a little bit more than the ESPN poll.
Or the AP?
I don't think the AP has come out with theirs yet, but
Okay.
I still like the coaches poll over the AP.
What poll are you going with right now?
I'm going to read a little bit of both. Okay, top
Okay.
10.
Kind of
of
compare the
polls.
two?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we
first-
don't need anybody outside top 10 because it really doesn't.
Right.
They don't matter.
The ESPN rankings have Alabama, Ohio State, Florida State, USC, and Clemson.
Give me that one more time. Sorry. Just give me one more time.
Alabama,
Yep.
Ohio State, Florida State, USC.
So that would be our college
that
playoff.
would be your playoff.
Okay,
yes.
those 4 teams.
If it rolls out
and,
that
and
way.
who's on the outside looking in
Clemson.
5 and 6? Clemson.
defending
and
champion
number 6?
Clemson. They're number 5.
And number 6 is?
Okay. Number 6 is Penn State. Not a bad
No,
pick.
I haven't heard Michigan yet.
Not a bad pick. Michigan is not in the top 10.
Whoa.
In
They lost
Michigan. Well, Michigan's
lost
not
18
in the
starters.
Michigan is not in the top 10 in the ESPN poll.
Okay.
They are in the coaches poll.
They lost 18 starters. As you know, my father-in-law, my whole wife's family's from Michigan. They're literally diehard Michigan fans.
Right.
And I talked to my father-in-law today. He's like, man, I know we lost 18 starters, man, but we're going to be
It's
back.
Michigan.
It's going to
They're
be Michigan.
loaded.
We're going to be good. They've got that senior quarterback coming back, but they say the freshman that came in
Right.
is really good as well.
They have a problem because OSU is just loaded for bear.
But it's the last game of the season, right? If they can get past Penn State
Sure.
and past Michigan State, who might
And
be a
they
little
get
better
them,
this
they
year.
get them at home.
Yeah.
So
Last game of the season. Okay.
the bottom 4,
yeah, give it. So this
6
is going
through
to be
10 for the ESPN polls. Penn State,
okay.
Oklahoma, who has a new coach.
New
Here's to you,
coach.
Bob Stoops.
And what's the
What a
quarterback
great
situation?
career.
Is that kid still the quarterback? The kid didn't he have some off the field trouble?
Yes.
I forget his
Baker
name.
Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield.
Yes, he's Heisman Trophy candidate. And he is the starting quarterback.
And he's
yes.
had some off the field trouble,
Now,
right?
yes, but they have they lost 2 of their running backs, Perrine and one of the other ones, but they just put another guy
Yeah,
in
it's
there.
Oklahoma. Okay.
And they keep going. The Washington Huskies, who made the playoffs last year,
Okay.
are freaking stacked. Then you get Wisconsin at number 9 and Oklahoma State. That's your ESPN top 10. Now the coaches poll has the same top 5. Exactly the same top 5. I think the top 4, if you just throw them around, that you'll be fine. Alabama is probably number 1 just because they're Alabama. But 2, 3, and 4, you could shift around and mix around, and that's probably not a bad go. No
Okay.
argument there. They also have Penn State at number 6. They have Washington at number 7, where the other one had Oklahoma. And they
Well,
just,
I do think USC and Washington are going to battle it out for the Pac-12
Absolutely.
championship.
Okay, so they just flopped them.
Okay.
But where it gets interesting, they have
Is
the
Oklahoma
coaches-
State in there somewhere?
Well, Oklahoma State in the ESPN is number 10.
Yeah. See, I think the Cowboy, right? The Cowboys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. The coaches have Michigan at number 9, whereas ESPN had Michigan at number 13. Okay. And they have Wisconsin at number 10. Okay. The other one had Oklahoma State.
Now,
Not a bad pick.
You know the divisions. Is Wisconsin in that same division with
No.
Michigan? They're on the other side,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay. So basically, it's going to come down to Ohio State, Penn State, and Michigan
Yes.
in that division. Who's going
Yes.
to beat each other?
Yes.
Right? And whoever the survivor is probably is going to go to the playoffs.
Absolutely.
Okay.
No doubt about it.
Okay.
And I do not think this year, after all the hullabaloo last year,
Yeah.
I do not think for the rest of the college playoffs that if you don't win your conference,
Yeah.
you're not going to get in.
Does a one-loss team get in this year?
No. They have to win their conference. That's
Okay.
what I was just saying. Ohio State got in. They did not win their conference.
Right.
They did not even win their division.
So you have to be a conference
In
winner.
my opinion, I truly believe that from now on, if you don't win your conference, I mean, unless there's a travesty, like somebody wins their conference at 6-6,
Yeah.
something stupid like that, right?
Happen.
A 4-loss champion as
Right.
opposed to a 2-loss runner-up, they'll get in.
But with all things being equal,
all things being equal,
Yeah.
1 loss, 0 losses, you're not going to get a non-conference champion getting into the bowl playoffs this year.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So we will talk about. We talked about the Pac-12 South last week.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about the Pac-12 North.
Okay.
Not too much change from last year. Washington is just loaded for
They'll
bear.
be the cream
man.
of the crop.
Absolutely. They have 7 returners on offense, which was a top 5 offense in the country, if I'm not mistaken. They have Jake Browning coming back. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate. Myles Gaskin at running back, quick, fast, rugged runner. They have Trey Adams at tackle, another All-American. They have Dante Pettis at wide receiver. Their offense is going to be prolific. They lose a little on defense. They only have 5 returners, but they lost 4 of their starters winning the NFL draft. So that's going to be a little tough to
Yeah, it's
replace.
going to be a big loss.
But they are definitely the class of the Pac-12 North. Coming in second, I've got Stanford, 9 returners on offense. They lost Christian McCaffrey.
Stanford's always going to be tough, especially with their coaching.
Right? They're going to plug in a dude named Bryce Love, who, as McCaffrey's backup, gained 7.5 yards per carry. 6 on defense. It's once you get past those 2, it drops off a little. Washington State had a great year last year. They played in the Holiday Bowl. They have Luke Falk coming back as a senior quarterback.
Picture time. Renee's just hitting pictures up over there.
What's up?
Post those to our Instagram there, Sportscast Instagram.
Mike Leach is the coach. He's built up a nice program for the Cougs.
Yeah.
Definitely a tough place. The Palouse up there, it's in the middle of nowhere.
It's a tough
very
place to
tough,
play, yeah.
Very tough to recruit. First 5 games at home. So they're going to build some momentum. The back half of the schedule is a little loaded. The 5th game on that schedule is a Friday night against USC at home. This, being a Trojan fan, scares the shit out of me because I've watched 2 national championship seasons go down in Washington
I think
State
it's a
on a
different
midweek
USC
game.
team, though. I feel good about this team.
So, and they have a dude named Hercules Mata'afa playing defense.
Kind of like that name.
This is a badass dude, man.
Okay.
This is a badass dude, so keep an eye on him. Oregon, which has fallen from the upper echelons in the Helfrich days, it fell pretty fast.
Helfrich just got
He just got fired.
Yeah, but he just got a job at commentating for CBS.
I'm sure he did. I mean, they all do. They have a new coach in Willie Taggart who built Western Kentucky into a power, and he built, I believe, South Florida into respectability. So this is his first year up in Oregon. They have all the money that you need. Justin Herbert is the quarterback, 19 TDs, 4 interceptions as a freshman, so they look pretty good right there. They've got Royce Freeman coming back at running back. They went 4-8 last year, which is a travesty if you're an Oregon Duck considering the last 8 years, right? But they have 8 returners on offense, 6 on defense. They got a new defensive coordinator named Jim Leavitt from Colorado.
It's just not the same team.
It's not the same
It's
buzz.
not.
But
It's not the Chip Kelly Oregon Ducks.
no, it's not the same offense. It's not.
I don't
the same
think it's
recruiting.
ever. I don't think it'll ever get back to that.
Well, I'm not gonna
I
say
think that's
ever.
the best that the Oregon Ducks are. I think that's the peak of that. What that school's going to be.
I'm not going to say
for football.
ever.
For
no,
football.
I'm not. With the money that Nike pours into it and the facilities, I'm not going to say never. But they're going to have to find a guy that can recruit like Kelly did down in Southern California, because most of those teams were built on Southern California players. But I think Taggart can steady the ship and do some good things up north. I think he's going to have to wait a couple of years for Washington to start coming down a little bit if that happens. I don't see that happening under Peterson, but that's what he's got to hope for.
Okay.
Because Washington and Stanford are going to be the class of that division
All right.
for years to come. And then rounding it out, you have Oregon State and Cal.
Yeah, you got the bottom feeders
Cal,
as usual.
Cal is just in trouble, and I hate to see it because I've always been a
they care
Berkeley
more
Bear
about
fan.
their debates than they do playing football.
Right,
You know,
and
just what
you know,
it is.
I have a soft spot in my heart for Cal, but
Yeah.
it's really tough to watch
It is.
them go through this. And Oregon State,
You can have the bottom feeders, man. The Badgers.
yeah, Oregon State's probably going to go, probably 4-8 this year. Not too much happening there. The consensus is Washington is going to play USC for the conference title,
Okay.
and that's going to be a hell of a football
right.
game.
Not Renee. Give me a little hot in here because we're getting on the hot seat here as we continue
There's a
with
few.
College football here. I'm gonna bring Knocker my top. I think I got 6 or 7 coaches here that I believe they're on the hot seat this year.
All right,
Let me
bring
know
'em.
if you think they are or not.
Okay.
First up here, possibly too big to fail. Maybe are they too big? Their name is their name and who they are. Is there no wrong that they can do basically to get fired?
Okay.
My first one up here is Brian Kelly. 4-8 at
That's
Notre
just-
Dame.
I don't care who you are. I don't care
Don't
if you're
belong in the
God.
same sentence,
I don't
right?
care if you're God. 4-8 at Notre Dame will get you fired.
Not even in the post Charlie Weiss. I mean,
No.
you thought that was bad.
He's on borrowed time. There's no doubt that he's on borrowed time. They play a tough
Their
schedule.
early
every
schedule
single year.
is tough. They play
Yes.
Temple, Georgia, and Miami of Ohio. Then they're at MSU, Boston College, North Carolina. They have a good chance that they could go. Maybe 5.
Okay,
5-1.
Read those again.
Temple, Georgia, Miami, at Michigan State, Boston College, and North Carolina. It's their first 6 games.
I see
here,
them.
Nog.
I see them.
And then they're headed
They
to
could-
USC right after that on October
They
21st.
could go 1-4 because Temple's a very good football team.
I think they go 3-3 in that stretch. I think they beat Temple. I think they beat Miami of Ohio, and I think they beat Boston College. I think that Georgia, MSU,
Right.
and North Carolina are some tough games
Right,
there.
those are
so,
3-3, 2-4 maybe.
yeah, I'm
4-2, 2-3, 3-3. Yeah.
So if Brian Kelly, if they go another whatever
is
they
USC
go,
at home? No, USC's there this year. They get him at home at least this year.
yes, they get him at home.
Right, right.
But if Brian Kelly finishes up, let's just say at 6-6, or even
I think he's gone. Absolutely. If he doesn't win,
It's Notre fucking Dame.
right?
I
If
mean,
he doesn't win 9 games this year, I think he's done. I truly do.
All right.
This is Notre Dame. You've
Yeah.
been here for what, 6 years now? That's enough.
Another coach on the hot seat here is the Tennessee Volunteers, Butch Jones Knocker. They're getting tired of, same old stuff out of Tennessee, new coach in, same kind of just mediocre team. Got a lot of hype, but ended up mediocre by halfway through the season. Is Butch Jones on the hot seat this year, Knocker, for the Tennessee Volunteers?
I'm gonna give him a lukewarm seat. Because I think the program is making progress.
Okay.
I think he's doing good things there.
He's 30-21, I believe, is his record.
Right, but
in
I think the
Knoxville
last
there.
year and a half, he's done very well the last year and a half. He's turned the culture around. The players like him. He's excitable. I think if he loses to Vanderbilt, I
Yeah.
don't think what his record is this year, but
It's
if he
who you
loses,
beat,
if
basically.
he loses to Vanderbilt, I think they fire him. But I think he's got a decent shot at maybe winning the division and
Okay.
getting into the SEC championship game. So I'm going to give him a lukewarm.
All right, and back here in our hometown in Southern California, Jim Mora, UCLA, survived. He's been in the last 2 seasons have not been well with a pro quarterback, basically, and Josh Rosen here, Knocker. He's had his quarterback that he should have been doing a lot better than what they have, the Bruins. Is he on the hot seat here? Jim Mora with UCLA. If he has another mediocre season here, that's 3 in a row, and if Josh Rosen leaves after the season, he got nothing out of this kid. Is Jim Mora out at UCLA?
Well, I think 2 years ago wasn't a bad year. Last year, 4-8. He lost Josh Rosen after 4 games.
Due to injury.
He's had, for some reason, they haven't been able to get any run production. There's no running game at UCLA. But this year, if he goes 8-4, I think he's okay. If he has a losing record, I think they might fire him. The problem is they just the $37.5 million Wasserman football complex. I mean, this thing is state of the art. This is Jerry Jones style.
Yeah, it's pretty.
the first year. They changed their uniforms, new uniforms. I think the Bruins, everything I'm reading out of Bruins camp is they're
Well, they got the new Under Armour is sponsoring
right,
UCLA
exactly.
now, so
and this facility that they have
it's immaculate.
it's unbelievable.
Yeah,
it's better
crazy.
than professional
Yeah.
facilities. And everything I'm hearing, you haven't heard anything about Josh Rosen, right?
Right.
In the last 2 years, it's been tweets, it's been this, it's been that.
Hot tubs in his
whatever.
own apartment.
Right,
you know?
exactly.
Yeah.
I think he was humbled last year. I think the whole university was humbled last year.
Well, it's a big year where he goes in the NFL draft because this is going to be his last year. So.
I think this is a huge year. The problem with them is they need a little receiver help. I'm not sure about the offensive line, and we still don't have a running back there. So if he can squeak out an 8-4 year, I think he's okay.
Maybe make a bowl game and
another 4-8. If you go 4-8 and you beat USC,
well, that don't matter,
right?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Now you're fine for one more year.
Well, lastly here, Knocker on the hot seat, Kevin Sumlin, man, Texas A&M. Remember
Yes.
with Johnny Manziel? They were hot as hell. This the new school, the new boys in town here.
Mm-hmm.
3 straight years of 8-5. Knocker is not going to get it done here. Kevin Sumlin. Do you think he's in trouble here at Texas A&M?
Well, 8-5 will get it done in the Big 12.
Yeah.
Right, because that 8-5 turns into 9-4, 10-3. If you're in the Big 12 still, the problem is
he's living off that 2012 upset though of Alabama.
They went to the SEC, right? New team, a little unfamiliar to the other SEC teams. They've all figured them out. Yep. They all understand what they're doing. They don't have Manziel. They don't have that wild card. I mean, they're just another team in the SEC right now.
But time for a change. I mean, you can only go 8-5 so many times before. Okay, well, is that who we are?
I think
is that who we are, or are we going to?
I think so, and the reason that I say that is because Texas is on the rise. The polls have Texas at 20, 23.
The Longhorns?
Yes.
Well, not after they play USC. They're not going to be in the top 25. I'm telling you, Knocker.
Right,
they're going to get beat by 30-something points.
But here's the issue. That rivalry is.
We're going to go to a break here, Renee. Just get ready.
They went to the SEC for prestige, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you're getting your ass kicked in the SEC and Texas starts to build their program back up and starts winning 10 games a year, you're now second banana, and they will not stand for that.
So you're saying you kind of think he's safe because he actually is the best school in Texas right now?
Right now,
I know. Yeah.
Right now, A&M is a better
than Texas.
place than Texas.
Yes.
But as soon as Texas makes that creep up and you continue to go 8-4, you're out. So I think a lot's going to depend on what Texas does this year as it works towards Sumlin's job. I really do. If Texas somehow makes a 9-4 season and he goes 7-5, I think he's out.
Oh, he's out. All right, and Blackout Falcon just says he's checking in. He's watching the show, so he says, "What's up, fellas?" on Twitter. Blackout.
What if you were still around, man?
Right? He's there. He's there. He's just sailing, bro.
He's just sailing.
He's having a sailing summer. All right, now let's get to break here, Renee.
Lord have mercy.
All right, guys, when we come back, we'll get you shot of the week. We're going to finish it off with a little nonsense on the show. Shot of the week, drunk of the week. We've got our You Got Knocked the Fuck Out, Stoner Thoughts with Renee, and Wild World of Sports. I mean, it's jam-packed here the last 20 minutes of the show. Stick around. Who knows what the fuck's going to happen?
Right.
We'll be back after this.